What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Apprentice to Free, where I'm here to show you my journey to financial freedom, to show you that it's possible for regular people to live the life that we want. I'm just sitting here before my shift starts, so I just figured I'd make a video. There's like a little highway thing behind me, so there's cars going back and forth. Apologize for the noise. And you might ask why there's a ladder behind me and where's my back seat? Well, I took off the back seat and I put a ladder. There's some OSB plywood, some roofing felt, a whole bunch of tools and stuff back there. Because on the property I just bought, I'm gonna be fixing up the roof. There's some holes in it, and it's my only car, so got all my stuff in the two-door coupe. Make it work. But first, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you've been following my channel, you know that I recently got my blue card in the state of Georgia, which means I could be an armed guard. And look, I'm an armed guard and I'm working at a Jaguar dealership, just guarding and securing. Super boring, but the easiest job I've ever had in my life. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the difference between an asset and a liability. Now, a lot of people want to be successful. Success isn't just talking about it, it's actually intentionally pursuing it every day, following the rules, guidelines, and steps that you have carved for yourself. Now, that alone isn't gonna guarantee success, because success isn't guaranteed. Failure is also a possibility, and it's actually more likely than success is. But there's a certain way that successful people think, and there's a certain way that you need to think about things that will help you get to where you want to be. It's not a guarantee, but it would help you more than if you didn't think about it this way. So I'm not saying that you must think like this or else you'll fail, and I'm not saying that you must think like this because this is the only way to succeed. Now, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat. This is my perspective. This is the perspective of a lot of people that I've researched, and it kind of makes sense to me. I wanted to talk about the difference between an asset and a liability, because a lot of people don't really understand the difference, and they think that some things are assets when they're really not. So I looked up the dictionary definition of asset and liability, and I'm going to read them for you right now. So an asset, according to the dictionary, is a useful or valuable thing, person, or quality. I don't like that definition. In my opinion, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket or grows in value. A liability, according to the dictionary, is the state of being responsible for something, especially by law. Now, that kind of makes sense, because if it's a liability, then you're responsible for it. But I really don't like that definition either. My definition of a liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. So, recap. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. It's a pretty simple concept, but a lot of people don't think about it like that. A lot of people think that their car is an asset. If I buy this expensive car, I can sell it because it's expensive. No, once you drive it off the lot, it already loses a good percentage of its value. Some things I consider assets would be like gold, silver, stocks, depending on the situation, real estate, a business, stuff like that, artwork. A liability can be all of those things, but it just depends on how you look at it and how you use the resources available to you. So, as you know, I'm in real estate. My real estate that I own are considered assets. Why is this? Because every month the tenant pays rent. The rent covers all of my expenses, and with the money left over, I put it in my pocket. Now, let's say I bought a primary residence, a regular single-family house, and I live in it by myself. Every month, I pay the mortgage payment from my job that I'm working. It goes to the bank. Most of it is in interest, and a little bit is principal. That's taking money out of my pocket. So a lot of people think that their primary residence is an asset because it's valuable. It increases in value over time, and they can most likely sell it for higher than what they bought it for. Depending on the situation, the market, there's a lot of variables that go into it. But they're wrong, because they have to take money out of their pocket to pay for that. Now, if they had a business or something else aside from their own personal funds that paid for that piece of property, I wouldn't really consider it an asset or liability. But for the most part, people don't have that. So in order to become successful, you want to understand the difference between an asset and a liability. You want to build your assets while limiting your liabilities. So back to me, for example, my car is a liability. Yes, it is. But I own it outright. So the only things I really pay is insurance, which is like $250 every 6 months. So that's like nothing. And then gas and routine maintenance, which I do all myself because I don't trust mechanics. They like to steal your money and mess up your car and then make you pay them to fix what they messed up. And aside from my car, I just pay rent in my apartment. And that's really all the liabilities I have, I guess. But I have 2 rental properties. Both of these properties, well, one of the properties puts money in my pocket. The other one that I just bought, I have to fix it up and get new tenants in it. But eventually, it will be an asset because for the rest of my life, I'll be getting paid once a tenant is in there and everything is good. So let me know in the comments below what you think an asset is and what you think a liability is. Do you agree with me that a primary residence is a liability or that a car is a liability? Do you agree with me that a business is an asset or a rental property is an asset? Let me know. I want to know what you think. As always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up so YouTube shares this video with more people. I need to go to work. Peace.